We were going to head down to a spot down at the end of this road, but as we were driving by, we noticed that tree, and we noticed that tree, and this is all part of the same landowner's property who gave us permission. So what do you think, Bill? Gonna stop here and give it a try?
I think it's worth a shot. Go for a little while, see if we could find any iron patches.
Yep. It's possible something's here. Old trees like this are usually a good sign. What are your thoughts, Chris?
I have no thoughts. I'm a follower, not a leader.
All right, well, follow us into the field then, and let's see what we find.
Here's the posse.
Whee! Don't quite get it. A lot of the other fields from this permission, we found a huge number of light bulb bases. I don't know if they're off tractor light bulbs or what, headlights, but this seems pretty clean. Haven't found a lot. Haven't seen Chris or Bill digging either. I did finally have a hole, and that's a light bulb base. I don't know why there are so many in these fields. We've dug other fields all around the state, other states. I have never found as many light bulb bases in all of the other fields combined as I have in the fields of this permission. Just don't understand it.
Well, I haven't had any good signals yet, but Mike and Bill are both digging. But I did find a springtime surface find, which of course we're going to leave that alone. But that's the only goodie I've seen so far. Alright, here's a strange item. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a piece to a clock or what the heck it is. You know, Mike always has the mystery items, but this is definitely a mystery item to me. I don't know. Right now it's a piece of junk. But, alrighty, on to the next.
And Bill is back at the car already. Looks like Chris is heading that way, so I think I will too. Always worth exploring a spot like this, but you don't want to waste all day when it's clean and you're not finding anything. We'll move on and see what we find next. Field number 2. We've heard rumors that some good things have been taken out of this field, but that means the field's been detected before. We're hoping there's still some stuff left, but we're going to give it a try. I see Chris digging over there. Yep, looks like he stopped digging. He's moving on. Bill is way down by the trees. Doesn't look like he's digging either. He's moving. Haven't found a whole lot in this field. I just found today's mystery item, I guess. Piece off a tractor, probably. If anybody knows exactly what this is, it's real heavy. It's got a patina like copper, but a weight like lead. I'm not sure what this is. Might be lead on the inside, copper on the outside. If anybody knows, leave a comment. Appreciate it.
Well, I didn't have to dig too deep for this one. If you can see the key sitting right on top, I just gave it a little nudge there and popped it right out. Not too old of a key. I don't know if that's a Yale or what that is, but it sounded good. Thought it was a button, but there she is. Alright, this is the second one of these that I found today. I don't know what they are. I don't know if they're maybe bridal rosettes. Looks like in a 1800s field. They're both the same, about the same size. There's nothing on them, nothing fancy, but I'm just kind of wondering if anybody out there knows. Please drop us a comment. Could be just junk. But sun's finally coming out. We got this great big huge field to do here. Mike and Chris are way out there. Truck's way down there. Not really finding a whole lot so far, but hopefully that'll change. See you soon.
Things might be looking up a little bit. Bill is digging over there. Chris is digging right there, and I just found... I don't know what the hell I just found. Thought I had a button at first, maybe a coin. It was ringing up in the low 70s on the Garrett. Whatever it is, it's lead. I don't see a shank, so I don't think it's a lead button. Doesn't seem to be any markings on it. I don't know if this was a bale seal. It's definitely man-made. And it's nice and round. Had a purpose at some point. If anybody knows what this is, I guess it's our second mystery item. Please let me know.
We're in a new field here, and I don't know if you could hear that, getting a nice 9091 signal on the DAS. We're gonna give that a try. See what we get here. Sounds like a coin. This ground is harder than a rock. It hasn't rained in a few days here. And there's a lot of rocks in here. It should probably do it. Don't hear it, so I must have got it out of the plug. Alright, that's still coming up a good signal. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that here. What do we got? It's something pretty toasted up. Huh. Looks like a penny size. I don't know what kind of penny it is. I don't know what that is. It's probably a memorial penny. Now, let me get the toothbrush out here and we'll brush it off and see if we could see anything. Huh. That is definitely weird. I have no idea what that is. Alright, I'm going to try to ID this a little bit better, and if I find out what it is, I'll get back to you. But it, as you can see, it's pretty well beat up, whatever it is. Definitely looks penny size, and being that beat up, I imagine it's probably a memorial. Alright, back at you.
Well, Chris just got a signal. He pulled things up. I pulled it over on mine. It kind of sounded like a penny, maybe a dime. And what you got?
I don't know. Is it a Wheatie?
Well, that's definitely Lincoln.
I see Lincoln.
Yeah, I think that's a Wheatie. Where is it?
No.
Nope, I see
it's
the
got
memorial. All right, well.
I'm a penny richer.
It's been pretty quiet in this field. We're parked way over the ridge there. Bill, I think, is somewhere over the hill. There's Chris way out there. And from all the way there to here, I only dug one other hole. It was clad. And now, I think I've got a largie of some kind. Let's see if we can wipe it off. Get any kind of marking on it. Not really seeing anything. Let me pause for a second while I brush it. I think I'm seeing a little bit of detail on the top, but I can't really make much out. Definitely something there. Hopefully as it dries we'll see more. Don't see much on this side at all. Looks pretty toasted, but like I said, maybe as it dries more will pop. We'll put it away for now. See if we can come back to it a little bit later, or see if Chris or Bill can make out anything more than I can. Definitely something there. Can't quite make it out yet. But definitely a largie. Love it. Hooked up with Bill and Chris, and Bill's looking over that largie I found. I'm starting to think it's not a largie. It looks like too much writing to be a coin. What do you think, Bill?
Yeah, I do too. It's got writing all over the one side of it.
Hard luck token maybe, or?
I would say.
I mean, it's still, it's old. It's got to be go back to the 1800s.
Yeah. It's definitely about that age and the size.
Yeah, and the feel to it. Rang up so loud that at first I thought, and it was only like at most 2 inches deep. I thought maybe I was dealing with some slaw, but I had to dig it. I'm glad I did.
Yeah, I imagine if you tried to clean it a little bit better, you'd be able to make out what it is.
It's got to be copper though. It rang up just like a largie.
It did. Didn't surprise me at all when I pulled it out. Thought for sure a largie. It wasn't until it's been in the air for a little bit and some of that writing starting to pop that just looks too much for a coin. So I'm thinking token of some kind.
Yeah, it's got to be with that much on it.
Might be the Lord's Prayer.
Hard to say.
Didn't Hobart find one with the Lord's Prayer on it?
I can't make out anything on it, but maybe if you clean it a little bit better, you might be able to find out.
All right, cool. In the meantime, what do you guys think? Stay here, move on?
I was thinking maybe move on down the road.
Yeah, it took a long time before I dug this thing and then that harmonica reed. Put a
I
lot of
found a Pepsi can and a Lipton iced tea can. I'm waiting for a Coke can, so can't leave yet until I get my Coke can.
No, then you'll want a Diet Coke, and then you'll want a Mountain Dew.
This is true.
Yeah.
Gotta have it all.
And a piece of pizza, that'd probably work too, to find one of them.
Use that right
Especially if it's a fresh piece of pizza.
All right, well, let's move on, see what we find somewhere else.
Sounds good.
Okay, I could use a little help on this one if somebody can comment. It's lead, it's patinaed, and at first I thought it was a bullet, but it's got this weird concave on this side, and on the other side it has 2 holes. They're not very deep, looks like a pig's nose. Any idea what that could be? Is it some kind of water valve or something? I have no idea what that is. Or is it a carb bullet? We're not in the Civil War area, but we are in a War of 1812 area. I don't know. It's definitely lead and definitely patinaed. But I don't know why it would be concave there and have 2 holes on this side. If anybody can comment and let me know I'd be grateful.
Well, it was a short Monday afternoon hunt, but it was a lot of fun. We found a couple things. I found that token, so I'm stoked to get home and see what that is. But either way, we're gonna toast what I think was a fun hunt with Great Lakes Edmund Fitzgerald, a porter beer. And it's ice cold.
Ice cold.
That's the best part. I didn't
And-
find anything.
That's a wrap.
Sound effects, eh?
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Not bad.
That is a dark beer. Look at that. It looks like Pepsi.
Yep.
It is
tastes
pretty good.
Pepsi.
A little darker than I'm used to, but I like it.
And it's ice cold.
And it's in the 80s right now, so ice cold is good.